Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Casey, the Rockstarflipper. Today is Tuesday. It's December 27th, 2016. How is everybody doing? How is everybody's day, everybody's weekend? Again, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I hope you're ready for the new year. I hope you guys do something fun, exciting on New Year's Eve, but stay safe. Please get a driver. Do not drink and drive. Make sure you have an Uber or a driver or somebody or some way to get home, and be careful of the other people that are out. I recommend not staying out too late. As much as I love going out, I get more and more concerned about drunk drivers every year. I've had friends that have been in accidents with drunk drivers recently. It just scares me, but we might do something. We've basically canceled all the potential plans we had. We don't know what we're going to do. We might just go somewhere low-key, really close by, but we'll see. If I do, I'll video it for you guys. Not the loud parts, just the going out part. We had an awesome night tonight. Went out to dinner, a business dinner with some friends. And I decided that I was going to do a video when I got home on rapid fire, frequently asked questions, FAQs, that you guys ask me in my emails and my messages every day. I get the same questions a lot, which is perfectly fine. I know I have a lot of new viewers, so they don't know the answer to these questions, but I'm going to go ahead and put this all in one video for you guys. And hopefully this will take care of a ton of questions that you guys have about me business-wise and personally. So I got my handy dandy trusty notebook here with 2 pages of questions, and I'm just going to roll through them. We're just going to jump into it, and I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. And anytime you have one of these questions, you can refer back to this video, check it out, and get your question answered. So my eBay username is something that I get asked for an awful lot, along with my Amazon username. They are the Electronics Zone 1, which will be up here in a note card that you guys will be able to see, and I'll also put it down in the description box below as well. My sales numbers: how much do I sell on eBay and Amazon and other platforms every month? My eBay averages about $15,000 to $16,000 a month. I've gotten the average up in the last 3 months. We'll see if I can maintain it after fourth quarter, but that's, you know, about $175,000 a year. Amazon only does a few $1,000s a month, $3,000 or $4,000. You're talking about $40,000 a year. Combined, I hope to do north of $200,000 to $210,000 combined in sales. And then as far as local sales and other things go, maybe another 10 or 15. My goal is $225,000 for this year. Next year, I want to do north of $300,000. Typically, after cost of goods, fees, shipping, and shipping materials, along with other packing materials and whatnot, we are at a net profit. After my payroll is paid, I'm usually typically at a pre-tax net profit of, give or take, I would say 45%. It's probably a little less than 50. So if you do 40%, that's going to put me around $85,000 to $90,000 pre-tax. So it's a living. I'm certainly not a millionaire, but I enjoy the living. I enjoy the freedom. And for me to make $90,000 pre-tax, that's not bad. I always tell you guys I take home between $8,000 and $10,000. It's probably a little closer to $100,000 pre-tax. Next year, my goal is to bring home $150,000 pre-tax. So, you know, that's what I built to. Obviously, you know, I make a little money off YouTube. I don't include that in there. It's not really a ton of money. But it is a nice little bonus check for me every month. You know, some gas money, grocery money, spending money, go out and have fun money. Buy a new piece of microphone or whatever it is that I decide to use the YouTube money for. It's grown a little bit in the last few months, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I have you guys to thank for that, so I really appreciate that. People ask me if there's a way to see how much YouTubers make. There is. It's called socialblade.com. I will also put that down in the link below. Let me write these down so that I know what to give you guys. Social Blade and my store names, both going to be down in the description box below. Social Blade is a website. You can type in our YouTube name, and it will show you any YouTuber on YouTube and approximately how much they're making every month. It's usually right in the middle of those. Some of us with better niches, like our reselling niches, is near the higher end. So you can check that site out for sure. Do we wash the clothing that we purchase? Absolutely. We wash all of the basic shirts, the pants, the shorts, the jerseys. Anything that is machine washable, is not a delicate, is not silk, is not going to get ruined in the washing machine. Not a necktie. We will wash those. Everything else we'll spot wash, hand wash, or use magic eraser, whatever it is that we're going to use. So we definitely do. Buying a washing machine dryer off Craigslist for $200. I did it years ago. They're still holding up. They're awesome. And if they die, I'll do it again. I'll spend $250 on a Craigslist set again. I'm not going to destroy my own washer and dryers for that. Do we do best offer? Yes. A question I get about best offer: how do I know when to accept the best offer? It all depends on what you've paid for the item, what you have in the item, how quickly you want to sell the item, how long you've had the item. Use your best judgment, use your gut on best offer, and I'm sure you'll do just fine. Um, what equipment do I use to make these videos? I use a couple of pieces of equipment. A lot of my mobile videos are filmed on an iPhone 7 Plus. I have a 7 Plus, 128 gig. I didn't need a 256. I got a 128. I use that for mobile. I also use, this is a Logitech C920 webcam. You can't see it, but it's there. I promise you, it's what I'm filming on right now. It is Mac and PC compatible, the 920 and the 922. I will put a link down in the description box below. If you want to buy one of these Logitech C920 webcams, they're super high quality, great lighting, great clarity, and they're an awesome webcam if you Skype or FaceTime on your computer or your Mac. These are awesome. They're a super big upgrade to your standard webcam, and they're one of the best plug-and-play USB webcams you can buy right now. I'll put a link that you can find them on Amazon, which is probably the cheapest one that I found. I believe I bought mine on Amazon. So if you want to pick one up, just use that link down there to help me out. Definitely, any equipment you buy out of my links is definitely a help to me. But it's a great little Logitech webcam, and I use it for everything. I'm also using, this is a Blue Ice Snowball 360 USB microphone. I use that to record a lot of sound. Again, I'll link this down in the box below as well, so you can pick up either one of those two things. This microphone is awesome. Beginner microphone, even up to intermediate. There are some more advanced ones I plan on getting in the future. But for right now, this microphone is awesome. It's better than your internal as well. So that's a lot of the equipment that I use. I also have a Sony Handycam that you'll see me use sometimes on the selfie pod stick that I have there. And I like that camera, but it's kind of getting a little outdated. How did I get started in this business? That's a great story. When I was about 21 years old, living at home, I wanted to make more money than a full-time job. I knew that most jobs were $400 a week jobs, $500 maybe. I didn't want a sales job where I had to rely on selling someone else's merchandise for a commission. So I started buying things with my paycheck. Magic the Gathering cards, toys, old Sidekick cell phones when they were first out with the little light-up trackballs. Awesome. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I sold them. I bought them on Craigslist and I resold them on Craigslist. I didn't really have an eBay Amazon account. When I got big into Magic cards, I started an eBay account because it was the easiest way to sell the cards. And I did very, very well. At 20 years old, I was making an additional $400 a week in addition to the position that I had helping somebody else's business. So I ended up making $800 a week at like 21 years old. It was awesome. I bought a Hummer, an H3 Hummer at 22 years old, which at the time was a very expensive purchase. It was $25,000. And I've gone from there. I moved up to storage units before they were on TV. I moved into live auction houses, bulk auction houses. I moved into pawn shops. I learned Goodwill, Salvation Army, thrift stores. I learned buying off regular customers, other resellers. And I've just evolved from all of those things and just learned a little bit from everywhere. And I've put it into everything that I do today. So it's been 6 or 7 years. So pretty happy with where I'm at right now, and I want to continue to grow by the time I'm 35. I'd like to have a full-scale operation rolling where I don't even have to be present. So that's where I got started. My best sale to date, if you saw the thumbnail, it was the fire truck bell. A couple of years back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I bought a huge lot of some random toys, some collectibles, antiques. We spent $3,000 on a humongous lot of things. And one of the items we bought for $30 was a 1920s, 30s early fire truck bell that would have been on the front of the fire truck. It would have rang as they went down the road. It weighed 50 or 60 pounds. It cost $60 to ship it, but we sold it for a little under $1,000. I want to say it was $800 or $900. I can never remember, but we made a net profit. If you say we sold it for $850, fees and shipping $100, we made a $750 profit on that fire truck bell. So pretty awesome. Really, really happy with that sale. I've had other sales where I've made, $200, $300 on an item. I sold those tarot cards that I made $50, $60 on. They happen, pretty frequently, but to make $750 profit on one item is pretty clutch. Storage. How do we store our items? I'll show you guys a little bit. Those are some bins. Probably hard to see, but you guys can maybe see them right up there. we label our bins. Those particular bins are full of neckties. They're labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and P. And anytime we stick a necktie in that bin after we're done listing it, pretend this is a necktie here. Necktie gets labeled A. It'll say Tommy Hilfiger 100% silk red and green striped necktie A in the title. It goes in bin A. When the necktie sells and print out the label, on the label it'll say necktie A. We go right to bin A and we find the tie. We do the same for our shirts, our pants, our shorts, our jeans, everything else. All in labeled, lettered bins. Hopefully that makes it easy for you guys. You don't need to number them, because if you can only fit 20 or 30 items in a bin, you only have to go into bin A with 20 or 30 items to find the one that you need. It should only take you a second. Do I offer personal one-on-one training? Currently, no. It takes me a lot of time to email, message, and contact with you guys to run the regular resale part of this business and create the videos and then reply to everything that you guys send in, which I love. Please continue to send them in. But one-on-one training is something I may do in the future, but right now it's very, very tough, and I apologize for that. But it's tough for me to offer one-on-one. I am going to have a Florida meetup. We're going to do it somewhere in Orlando. Hopefully we can get everybody from Jacksonville, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Lakeland, Sarasota, everybody that wants to meet in Central Florida. We're going to do it. We're going to look for some time in the springtime when the weather's a little better. I know the weather's still good here in Florida, but I want everybody to not have a problem, and I don't want it to be any kind of cold. So I will update you via video when we're going to do the meetup. Can't wait for that. What's the best way to contact me? Speaking of, here you can leave a Facebook message privately, or you can leave me a YouTube message privately. You can also email me, which my email and social medias are down in the description box below. Commenting on my videos is a great way for me to read it. The problem is I get thousands of comments, and it's tough for me to respond to every one of them. I'm working on responding to as many as I can every day, but I do read your comments, and I really appreciate that you guys leave those kind comments. So thank you for leaving them, and please continue to leave those comments. I really, really appreciate it. Even if I don't respond to them, I do see them. I do scroll down every video every day and read all the comments that you guys leave. So thank you so much, and I will try my hardest to respond to as many as possible. I am this year going to have somebody working on my social media and everything directly. So hopefully they'll be able to help you guys out if you have any general questions that you want to ask. Let's keep moving on this list here. What other platforms do I sell on? eBay, Amazon, Facebook yard sale groups, and Craigslist. We've done OfferUp and Let Go a little bit, not so much anymore. Poshmark I am signed up for, I do not sell on, and Mercari I've never signed up for, never used. How much do I spend on merchandise every month? It's a good question. It depends. Some months I'll spend a couple $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Some months I've spent $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. It just depends on what I'm buying, what I'm looking for. I spent $4,500 in November to rev up for fourth quarter, and I probably spent $3,500 this month so far. So it just all depends on the month. January I'll probably spend $2,000 or $3,000. What accounting service do I use? I use QuickBooks Online Accounting. I also use it for my payroll. I have heard that GoDaddy accounting is very, very good. I have not tried it because I'm unsure of their payroll services, and I like the payroll services I have now, and I don't want to change over. But I would be open to using GoDaddy accounting services, so we'll look on that. Speaking of employees, how many do I have and what do I pay them? I have myself and Caitlin. We work as a team. The money that comes in is ours. What's hers is mine and mine is hers. Mostly what's mine is almost all hers. We have a full-time employee. It is Caitlin's sister. She is paid, and I don't like to put other people's pay out there, but standard pay, what you would expect an employee that does computer work and listing to make. It is over $10 an hour. And she works about 30 to 40 hours a week. It just depends. And then I have a part-time employee. It is my mother. She's basically just bored. She's retired. She, works when she wants, and she does a great job. And whenever she works, I pay her. And when she doesn't get paid. She chooses when she wants to work, and it's okay if she does or doesn't. But again, a fair pay. So that's my employee situation. Kate. People always ask me about Kate. How did we meet? Is she supportive of this business? She's absolutely supportive. She gets to work from home. Why wouldn't she? Where did we meet? Me and Kate met through a mutual friend here in Florida 8 years ago. We've been together 8.5 years ago we met. We've been dating 8 years. We've been engaged for going on 3, 2.5, almost 3 years now. So that's the story of me and Kate. We went, I think we went to Olive Garden for one of our first dates. It was her birthday dinner, and I was out with her. She was 18 years old, and I was 21 turning 22, or just turned 22. The dogs, the Wrecking Crew. What's the story with the Wrecking Crew? Where do we get them? How long have we had them? How old are they? What are they? What are their names? The Wrecking Crew, that is Roscoe and Chewy. Roscoe is our 3-year-old Yorkshire Terrier. He's full-blooded from a champion line of Yorkshire Terriers. We got him from a breeding location in Missouri that was not going to turn into a puppy mill, and they basically shut it down. He was the last of a litter of champion Yorkshires, and they basically were going to be abandoned. They weren't going to be sold off like the normal puppies. He ended up here in Florida from somebody that helped to get the puppies out and rescue them, and I took care of him. I got him. I paid a fee and made sure that he was the last puppy that was ever bred through that puppy mill, that mother, whoever it was, that he was bred through the champion line. So that's how Roscoe ended up here, Christmas 2013. So he is now 3 years old. Chewy, Chewbacca. He was wandering our office last July. It's been 1 year and 5 months we've had Chewy. He was outside in flooding rains in July. We had a bunch of floods last July. And he was skinny, he was boned, he smelled, he was matted, he was disgusting. And he was wandering the office for 2 days. We finally decided that we were going to lure him into the office. We did so with some food, treats, finally got him in after like an hour of him not coming near us. And we took him to the vet. We checked for a microchip. We checked ownership. We tried Craigslist. We tried the lost and found groups. We tried knocking on doors. We tried everything. Couldn't locate an owner. Couldn't locate anyone that recognized him. No idea where he came from. No idea of his past. Wish we knew, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Came here with us. We were going to find a home for him. He stayed for a couple days, and he ended up staying forever. We couldn't get rid of him. We loved him. He's put on weight. He's in awesome shape. He gets groomed. He's loving. He used to sleep under the bed. He was a little skittish. He's finally come around. He sleeps on the bed. He hangs out. He's awesome. And he's a cool dog. And we think he's about 4 or 5 years old, maybe 3, 4. We're not really sure. But he's still a puppy. He's got a lot of puppy in him. He's got white teeth, so we don't think he's too old. But he's here for good. So this is his home now. That's the Wrecking Crew story. People ask me about my car. How much was the car? How much do I pay for the car? Why did I get the car? My car is a 2016 BMW i8. That car, brand new, is a $150,000 car. I did get a deal on it. Somebody bought it to try it out. They drove it for whatever, a week or two. I got a slight discount because of the couple hundred miles they put on it. I bought it. The payment doesn't matter. It's a lot of money. It's a very expensive car. I bought it because it was a splurge for myself. It was a drain on the bank account, but you know, I've built big enough now that I can afford it comfortably. And I love the car. I love BMWs. I've always had BMWs, so that was kind of my dream car. It's one of my step-up dream cars. I have other dream cars that include Lamborghinis. Maybe one day, we'll see. But in the meantime, that's the story on the i8. Absolutely love the car. And yes, it's fast. Don't race me. I think that's it. I think that's the whole list. So hopefully you guys learned a little more about me and a little more about the business, a little more about what we run. We just ship 30 items out. We ship 30 to 40 items a day. Just all depends. And, you know, upwards of $700 per day in sales. Just all depends on the day we're having. Some days are $5, some days are $1,000. We did $1,000 today, so that was an awesome day. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And come back on Thursday night for live Q&A Thursday. I'm going to try to get a guest on Thursday. If I can't, I'll do it myself. But I'm going to try to get somebody to be with me Thursday. I'd love to have somebody else. I'll try tomorrow to find somebody since it's Wednesday tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. Also, update the video on from trailer park homeless to $1 million. My friend David, he is away on a New Year's camping cabin trip. I thought he was going to be here this week. We were going to be able to film the video. He is not. He will not be back until after New Year's. So the first week of January, we will do that show. I promise you that video is coming for you guys. Please have faith in me. Don't fret. It will be up. And once I get it up, I will announce it to the whole world. Make sure you guys check that video out. Keep an eye out for it. And yeah, I can't wait to get it up for you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow with another video, and I can't wait to see everybody Thursday for live Q&A Thursday. As always, an hour to an hour and a half show. Thanks for everybody who has checked out my videos this week. If you missed any of the videos, please go back and check them out. And if you have other questions, you can search my video tab, and you'll find a lot of the answers in a lot of the videos. Keep sending those emails and messages, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Till next time, this is Casey the Rockstar Flipper saying see you later.